With Neal Wolf Bleaches, there's quite a few to choose from now, which really opens up our colouring palette. So first things first, you've got your blue bleach and your white bleach. Both are exactly the same in 7 levels of lift. The only difference is that the blue bleach will give you that bluey reflection. So sometimes you need to kind of scrape that off and make sure that it's done. And blue bleach generally, you can buy it in bulk with Neal Wolf, whereas the white bleach won't give you that reflection. So you can see how the colour's truly lifting. So 9 times out of 10, I most of the time opt for like the blue bleach, especially if I know how someone's hair is going to lift. Whereas if I've got a new guest sat in my chair and I don't know what their hair is going to do or how well it's going to lift, I often like to switch to the white bleach to ensure that I can see that lift and that blue reflection doesn't give me that kind of result of it looking done and then rinsing it off and it's not. So 9 times out of 10, I often opt for the blue bleach because they both give us 7 levels of lift. However, if I don't know how someone's hair is going to lift and I need to make sure it's lifted properly, then I'll opt for the white because I can truly see exactly what's going in there. It's just personal preference more than anything else. We also have our clay bleach, which is our freehand balayage bleach. Absolutely brilliant bleach with that one. It dries on the outside but stays moist and carries on working on the inside, which gives us that ultimate freehand application. So you can use it freehand and you can drop it onto another section and it won't transfer whatsoever. That one gives us 5 levels of lift. You can make that into 7 levels of lift if you mix it as a hybrid. So if you do 3/4 of your clay bleach to 1/4 of your 7 levels of lift, you then keep the consistency the same. There's no transfer. It works exactly the same, but you actually get 7 levels of lift out of it. So a lot of the time I'll choose to use my freehand bleach as it is, but if I'm working on a slightly darker hair type, you can mix it as a hybrid and get those extra couple of levels of lift out of it, which works really well. You've also got our scalp bleach, which is the illumination cream bleach that goes on scalp. And that one is a super creamy formula made with oils and beeswax to really help to protect the scalp. And that is your on scalp bleach. None of the other bleaches can be used on scalp apart from this cream bleach, which contains these oils to help to really protect the scalp. Then last but not least, you've got our Ultimate 9, which is definitely one of our favourites. The Ultimate 9 is a bleach that gives you 9 levels of lift, as the name suggests, but it also tones at the same time, which gives us that beautiful clean blonde, that clean crisp blonde, and really creates a perfect canvas for toning. So if you have got darker hair, or you need to create that great canvas for toning, or in fact you just want to leave it a creamy blonde, then your Ultimate 9 is absolutely phenomenal for that. I've worked on lots of hair where I haven't needed to tone afterwards because, you know, cream is really in fashion at the moment, and you know, it creates that beautiful creamy tone because the toners in the bleach help to do that job for you. And it does lift incredibly well. So when you are working on darker hair types, it's definitely a must to hold in the salon because you can get to a lighter shade of blonde and get to where you need to be within 1 sitting rather than in 2. With all the bleaches, you can mix them with whatever peroxide you choose from. You can go right up to 40 vol if you need to. Obviously, understand the hair's canvas. You don't want to be compromising the hair, so definitely don't go to 40 vol if you don't need to, but you can. That is an option to do so if you need to. You can work as low as 5 vol if you just need to shift a little bit of colour in the hair, or if it's a little bit drier on the ends and you don't quite want to go up to 10 or 20 vol. A lot of the time we'll often use 20 vol. We'll start on 10 if we're doing highlights, working up to 20 or 30 vol dependent on the condition of the hair and how dark it is. So you, as I said, you can go right up to 40 vol if you need to, or you can go right down to 5 vol if you don't need a strong lift.